What's up, everybody? This is the Chicago Sports Talk. Michael back at it with another video talking, of course, the Chicago Bears. I hate to say it, but I told you so. I've told you this multiple times. The offensive line is still an issue, regardless who the quarterback is. What's new? It's the same stuff every year. And people like, no, Michael, we have the team perfect. We just need a quarterback. When you saying that, oh, no, Michael, we're fine. We just need a quarterback. You're not listening. You're too arrogant to listen to comprehension facts, to know how to ruin a quarterback that has potential. Haven't you not learned that you think that we get a shiny new toy as a quarterback and the offensive line all of a sudden changes? No, it doesn't. We still have the same issues we had last year. Braxton Jones gets beat every time, can't handle the bull rush. Tevin Jenkins doesn't stay healthy. Our center position's been a problem for 5 years. Our right guard is is lazy, and whenever I hear a notification he's not practicing, all I have to say is water's wet. Because that's what Nate Davis is. Water's wet. That's what the news is. Water's wet. The sky is blue. The sky, like, I've told you, Bears fans, this offensive line is going to be an issue regardless who we have as quarterback unless we address it. And long and behold, once again, I'm right. His offensive line sucks. It's been sucking for a long time. Maybe that's the reason our quarterbacks never succeed. And this is a stain on the players, yes. I want Nate Davis gone. I mean, he should have been gone a long time ago, but what do I know? What do I know? I'm just a fan, but like I said, it's ridiculous. When will you Bears fans learn that regardless who we have as a quarterback, the offensive line is still an open door, and people will bring up, oh, Caleb knows how to play with a bad offensive line? You do realize this is not college. This is the NFL. All right, you listening? You're playing with the best of the best. Caleb is going to run for his life majority of the time. And if we win games this year, it's going to be because of our defense. Our offensive line will not be able to hold with Caleb Williams. This is the second. You might as well just like the center position has already been a problem. Just have Colton Shelton be in it, and let's just have a high draft pick for possibly a center for this year's draft. But like I said, people just think that, oh, because we have a change of a quarterback, it's gonna change. No, it's not. It's a stain on Ryan Poles. It's on the players and it's on the front office. If it struggles, which it's looking like it's a stain on Ryan Poles. Because of the simple fact that he was a former offensive lineman and he knows what the responsibility to be an offensive lineman is. He will deserve the criticism when it is warranted. This is what the Bears do. They've never had an offensive line. That's why they never had a quarterback. Jay Cutler didn't have an offensive line. Mitch Trubisky didn't have an offensive line. Justin Fields didn't have an offensive line. And now it's looking like Caleb. And people still think that we're a quarterback away from competing. We're far from that. Even the most optimistic Bears fan will tell you we're not a Super Bowl contender. But what do I know? And I'm not saying the Bears should not have drafted Caleb Williams. But you know what you get yourself into when you do it. You know what you got yourself into. Ryan Poles put himself in this position, and he knows the risk that will follow through with it. This will be an indictment on Ryan Poles, which it's going to be. Because of the simple fact that the offensive line in the third year of Ryan Poles, it's still the same issues. Open door players, can't handle the bull rush, can't stay healthy. Nate Davis being out, okay, water's wet. Water is wet. It's just mind-boggling. It just blows my mind how people think that the Bears are just a quarterback away from completing. No, we're an offensive line away from completing. The Bears have had has always had a bottom tier offensive line for the past fucking 10 years. Only time it was actually decent or average was 2018. Okay? That was a once in a blue moon moment. But you don't want to look for those moments. You want to strike lightning quick. I told you, the best thing to do with the Bears this offseason is to address the offensive line issue. Sign a left guard to compete with Braxton Jones. Draft a center. Draft a right guard to compete with Nate Davis. And the guy's not even healthy. Talk about the third round pick, by the way, if any of y'all want any clarification. It's an indictment. I told you. This offensive line needs to be revamped. Needs to have competition. But you reap what you soil. And everyone's going to blame the offensive line. And you're going to be long and behold that I'm going to say I told you so. I think it's going to be an issue. But we better hope. You better hope Caleb does the same thing he did at USC. Because if he doesn't, it's another quarterback that the Bears ruined. Which the Bears have been doing. And then third year, the Bears fans will blame the quarterback, not the offensive line. We blamed the offensive line for 2 years. But what do I know? I'm just a fan. But I'm trying to be objective, saying this offensive line still is an issue. And you're seeing it with your own eyes. You better hope it doesn't come back. You better hope that offensive line figures it out, or Caleb does what he did in college. Otherwise, you're looking at a lost cause for the Bears. So anyways, that's all for today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're concerned about the offensive line. As always, thanks for watching, and bear down.